Okay, so we did another run. We got enough material to make our last 4. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 cargo units. That's 1,000. That's a metric ton of material per haul. Now, mind you, we've not put any externals on here, which would be like the missile launchers, the guns, things of that sort. At this point, we are now set to start working on our trees. Okay, I could get these right now, but then I wouldn't have any money to do my to make my bars and so on from the next set of ore. So you got to be really careful about that. You always want to make sure you've got some kind of backup, because there is no ATM to go and ask for a loan. Now what we're going to do is repetition, repetition, repetition. Basically, we're going to go out, we're going to do hauls, we're going to come back, we're going to turn it into ore, we're going to sell the ore, then we're going to build up our tree. Now, the first thing I'm going to get, just for chuckles, is, even though these are not, you're not needed at these at all, but I'm going to grab them anyway. Because once you start getting into this, the concept is you've already moved out of this system, and you have access to those exotic materials. They did not say this. It was never mentioned. It was never said. However, I do wonder if you play the demo, if you're going to be able to keep that character when the actual release comes out. That would be cherry. Because let's face it, those of us that do this just for ha-has, we're not trying to make money off of it or anything. That would be a nice freebie. I get to, at least the effort that I put in. I went through 4 characters making these videos. And, you know, that's a lot of hours. Close to 40 plus hours. Easy. Running through, testing, sending feedback, all of that, then coming back, doing it again, second checking, then come back, then doing all the videos, doing the editing, all of that, then coming back and doing this. And each time we have to literally remove that character, either by locating the files or by uninstalling, deleting the entire folder in the Steam apps common folder, and reinstalling and doing it all over again. So, you know, hey, if any of you guys at Shiro are listening to this, nudge, nudge, hint, hint. Alright, so anyway, enough yammer yammer. We now have all of our cargo. We have some spending money. And we're going to go collect up stuff and come back and make money. At this point, it's nothing but money. And our money will go into paying all these off. These things go up to 20,000 to unlock one. This is why having your max amount of capable cargo is essential. We will reach a point to where you simply can't do anything with it anymore. And that is because excuse me. That is because you're going to run out of materials. Since the materials are not respawning, there's no way to continue operating at that level. You're simply just going to run out of materials. And you've only got a max credit value of 99,000. If you look up at the credit, you see we're at 100 and there's only 2 zeros after that. So unless something's added to that later, you're looking at 99,000 being your maximum amount of income. And when some of this stuff is costing 20,000, it makes me wonder as to how they're going to manage that, because then you've got to go into industrialization, you've got to build factories, you've got to take and get stuff to build your ships. Where is all this material going to be stored? Where is all this cash flow going to come from to be able to afford this manufacturing on a steady scale that you're not continuously running out of money or running out of storage space? I have not seen those two issues being addressed yet. Everybody's like, I want ships I can walk in, or I want to be able to PvP and gank people. Well, they're seeing these as game killers. I am seeing more of, if I cannot carry and haul stuff without going into massive dreadnought ships, then where am I going to put my cash? Where am I going to put my storage? So these are some questions that I notice no one's really asking. They're all wanting the bling effect. They're all wanting the visual. And they're not thinking about the hardcore aspects of the game mechanics on a lot of these Facebook chat venues of people asking questions. So something to consider, something to pass along, something to ask about maybe. Anyway, that's going to conclude this one. I'm going to go and rummage everything else up, and then we will see where we're at. Back later.